Yeah. So here we have it, the entire Godzilla 2000 Millennium series. And you might be saying, well, Nick, I count like 7 cases here. How is that even like all of them? Well, yeah, we'll get into that. So we're gonna do things a little bit different here with this. I'm not gonna show you the menus and stuff, and we're simply just gonna talk about the movies themselves. And here are all the discs. Hopefully you can see them all. I'm not sure. But yeah. And we're just going to go through one at a time and I guess talk about each movie and I guess do a little bit of a ranking. But yeah, I didn't decide to show any unboxing. I wanted to do things a little different this time. So yeah, let's go ahead. So the Godzilla 2000s here. This is the Japanese version, this is the American version. Now you can buy this obviously for like $3, very cheap American version from like TriStar. But this Japanese version was also very cheap, about like $7, something like that altogether. And I bought it on eBay, and you can find ones like this. I'd recommend going the one that's from LA, it's closest. But yeah, they're what can I say about these movies? It brought back Godzilla after the terrible TriStar movie, but yeah. You know, here's the back, there's the side, there's Godzilla, Godzilla 2000. Yeah. Pause to read all that if you want. So that's the English version, obviously the English dub. If you want to get both together on like one disc, I think you gotta buy the Blu-ray version, obviously. But yeah. This is a Korean import. See, that says Godzilla in Korean, I think. But yeah, this is a Korean import, and it is region free, and the time is wrong. It's actually, but it is the Japanese version. Length, width, everything about it is the Japanese version. So yeah, it's very good to have these two if you're like me and you buy everything on DVD and you don't do Blu-ray. This is how you have to do it. So yeah. But yeah, they were both very cheap. The cheapest by far, I think, with this entire franchise. And I'll go in to how much it cost for everything, because it probably cost me $100 just to get the entirety of everything. Even though I think the most one cost was like $40 to buy 3 together. So yeah. On from that, we have the rest of the Godzilla 2000 series. Godzilla Millennium series. Here we have Godzilla versus Mechaguirus. Not my favorite, but hey, it's nice to have it. Can he defeat the evil Mechaguirus? Probably. I mean, it's Godzilla, for crying out loud here. This comes with Japanese and English, so that's pretty nice. The rest of the Millennium series does, and that's why I've always mentioned that, you know, the Millennium series is easiest to get on DVD. I think the Heisei era is probably the hardest, no doubt. Yeah, then GMK, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. This is by far the best Millennium film, hands down, and if you don't agree, well then you can just leave. Yeah, go ahead, pause to read all that. Everything, yeah, I bought all of these new, so I made sure that they were all good, but yeah. Like I said, GMK, one of the best, probably best out of all of these, so yeah. Probably the film that would come second to me is Godzilla against Mechagodzilla here. Yeah. This is just a really good DVD. Yeah. TriStar did pretty good with the rest of these single DVDs. Everything else I think they did otherwise, Sony and them, is pretty terrible, but for some reason they did pretty good with these for like once. And then Godzilla. This is Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S. A great follow-up, but just not as good. It's Godzilla versus against Mechagodzilla, but still, I love it. Yeah, there's the side, Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S, there's a little Godzilla. Pause to read that if you want. Beautiful metropolis or fiery hell, I don't know. By this point, Tokyo is probably a fiery hell. Next up is Godzilla Final Wars. These are both part of the 50th anniversary editions, but this one, unlike the rest, was when Sony started to take over, and you can probably pause the read down there. Sony took over here, and you go back to this one, TriStar there. So yeah, yeah. I guess I probably also should have let y'all So yeah, just pause to read all that. Look at all those monsters, man. Yeah, I mean, I love this movie, but like, I can't defend it. I mean, it's Godzilla Final Wars. That's about all I can say, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's Godzilla Final Wars, man. Like, if you don't love it, are you truly a Godzilla fan? I'm just kidding. But like, still, like, I get why you could hate it, but like, it's just so fun. So like, I love it. So yeah. And there, once again, is all the DVDs. This is what they all look like. So yeah, that's the Korean DVD of Godzilla 2000. That's the American. Then that's Godzilla 2000 versus Mechaguirus. GMK, Giant Monsters All Out Attack, against Mechagodzilla, Tokyo S.O.S, and Final Wars. And that's a different one for a different time. So yeah, and these are all their discs. These are all the cases. Everything that you need to buy if you want to own them all on DVD, of course. So yeah. So how would I rank these? I think coming in last place for me is Godzilla 2000. I say Godzilla 2000 because it came out in 2000, but it's Godzilla versus Megaguirus, so that keeps confusing me. But yeah, I don't know, this movie's kind of boring. Megaguirus is kind of boring. There are some horror elements thrown in here that's kind of fun, but I think just the entire plan and the entire characters and stuff just isn't as fun and memorable to me as some of the other things in Godzilla that comes up. So yeah, coming in after that is, whether it's the American version or just the Japanese version, but Godzilla 2000, I don't know, this film to me, it's like the original, it's like Mechaguirus, still not as fun, but there are some elements that are fun, like a team that's trying to track Godzilla. There's one human character that, in my opinion, is one of the best human characters ever, and that's the guy that wants to get rid of Godzilla and kill him. There's an alien invasion, sort of. There's other aspects of it that are awesome that they bring back. And it really sets up the Millennium Era, I think, as a whole. So yeah, I really got to hand it to that one. So yeah. After that, it's kind of tricky. But I'll say Godzilla Final Wars. I love this film. I just love this film. 3 times I said that. But yeah, like, it's Godzilla Final Wars, man. Like, look at all those monsters, man. Like, look at all those monsters. I love that movie. I can't really, you can criticize it for the story, action, everything, but like, at the end of the day, it's a 50th anniversary film, and it set out to do what it meant to do, and it did it perfectly, in my opinion. But yeah, next, Tokyo S.O.S. This second part in the Kira saga isn't as powerful, because I like the first one, and it's talk about life and humanity, and how the woman character, the main character, must learn to overcome and learn why life is so important and stuff. I feel like that's more important in the first movie against Mechagodzilla, but still, the Kira stuff and the main characters here is great. This is just more of a Mothra sequel, so if you like Mothra like me, you'll definitely be appreciative of that. But yeah, the next film, in my opinion, in second place, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, is better. Like I said, the second movie in this series has a weaker main character. He's great, but this main character, she's awesome. She's badass, and she feels hurt. She feels bad because she got someone killed, even though it's not really her fault. It's Godzilla's fault. Everyone kind of blames her, so she's got to push through and rise to the top. And I think it's just a fun franchise, and this is such a great series that we got out of it. It's great characters, great action, great story. Kiryu is one of the best Mechagodzilla designs ever. I love it, man. But obviously, coming in at number 1 for the Millennium series, GMK, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. Man, what can I say? This has got Godzilla being evil, King Ghidorah being the good guy. It's just, there's so much here that I think harkens back to the original Godzilla, which not a lot of films can do in the franchise. And it just feels so impactful. It just feels so majestic, so nice. I love the designs here, except for maybe King Ghidorah, but you know, I know a lot of people get mad that he's a hero, but for me, this is technically the first time we've seen these monsters, so yeah, I think it's perfectly fine to say he'd be the hero and Godzilla the villain in this one. I feel like you also can't forget the fact that with this one, what am I gonna say? yeah, Baragon, the characters, the human. I love how much of a menace and it's kind of scary this one is. Like, this one feels like an actual horror film in a lot of ways. So yeah, number 1, GMK, it's perfect. Go watch it. If you ain't seen it, go watch it. It's the one that you definitely have to watch. So then after that, go watch the Kiryu saga. So yeah. There it is, starting at number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. These Godzilla movies were... damn it. So yeah, altogether, these Godzilla movies were $92, $93 sort of going into. So yeah, you kind of gotta pace yourself because yeah, this one was like $25, and then altogether on Amazon, Tokyo S.O.S against Mechagodzilla and versus Megaguirus were like $30, and then Godzilla Final Wars was like $19, and then the two 2000s, the American one was like $10, and then the Japanese one was like $8. Those were like the cheapest, pretty much. But yeah, altogether there were a lot of money, but I don't know. I love Godzilla, and if you love Godzilla, you'd probably go out and buy them this way. And I'm a DVD guy, so I wasn't going to do the 2000. I wasn't going to do the whole Blu-ray thing, because fuck Blu-ray. But yeah, if you like this video, you want to see more like them, go down, comment, subscribe, get my viewership up, all that good stuff. Ring the bell, of course. I'm going to try and post more as I go on to college and I learn more about video making and camera working, obviously, hopefully, because these videos are kind of bad. But yeah, if you want to see more Godzilla stuff, obviously, go comment, like, subscribe, and I'll be with y'all next time. So yeah, Nick out.